My name is Tyson, and today I'm going to be talking about the growing problem of corruption in European soccer. To start off, let's define corruption. Corruption is dishonest or fraudulent behavior by those in power, typically involving some form of bribery. But corruption isn't always found just in that form. It comes in many different forms. To begin, the first form we will be talking about will be match fixing. Match fixing is defined as the act of playing or officiating a contest with the intention of achieving a predetermined result, often violating the rules of the game and the law. The example we'll be looking deeper into today is the UEFA Champions League 2009 semifinals matchup between FC Barcelona and Chelsea. The teams would enter this match with Barcelona up by 1 in aggregate after the first leg of the competition. The other semi-final match had already been played between Arsenal and Manchester United, which found Manchester United as the winner. Barcelona had superstar Lionel Messi, while Manchester had superstar Cristiano Ronaldo, and they were both regarded as the best players during that time. Because these two players were so good and so popular, UEFA viewed this matchup as very profitable from all the views and exposure it would get. So therefore, they decided to take things into their own hands. The matchup between Barcelona and Chelsea kicked off, and there was energy and passion pouring throughout the stadium. 8 minutes into the match, Chelsea's Michael Essien receives the ball at the top of the box and strikes a thunderous volley to the top corner to give Chelsea the early 1-0 lead.
Hard looking to pull it back, and Essien! It's a fantastic start for Chelsea!
But in the 23rd minute, things began to take a bad turn for Chelsea. Chelsea's winger was taking the ball down the side, where he just reaches the opponent's box and is fouled. But the referee didn't view the foul as being inside the box, therefore removing Chelsea from being able to get a penalty. Let's have a look for ourselves and see what we see.
One in, he was really caught by surprise then. Good play by Malouda, who goes down.
As we can see in the video, contact was clearly made inside the box and should be given a penalty to Chelsea. Although Didier Drogba did all he could, he was not able to score off the free kick, and therefore Chelsea had a missed opportunity. In the 26th minute, Chelsea striker Didier Drogba receives the ball, glides past defenders, gets into the box where he is caught up with a defender and obviously fouled. But the ref deemed this as no foul. I'll let you guys decide for yourselves.
Lampard has helped it through, and Drogba controls. Doesn't award a penalty, as the Chelsea fans were baying for.
My first reaction is a penalty.
The decision by the referee was so bad, it even had commentators disagreeing with it. But this isn't even the worst call of the night. It just gets worse from here. In the 65th minute, a red card is given to a Barcelona defender after a foul on a clear goal-scoring opportunity for Chelsea. Now in the 81st minute, there was a handball by Barcelona which would have given Chelsea another penalty kick opportunity. But the ref decides that it's not a handball, even though we can clearly see connection with the hand in the ball. As we can see in the video, Piqué's hand definitely makes connection with the ball and stops Chelsea from a goal-scoring opportunity, which the ref should have deemed as a penalty kick, but instead he decides to let play go on and take another chance away from Chelsea. In the beginning of extra time, Lionel Messi receives the ball, plays it to Andres Iniesta, who strikes it top corner and ties up the game, which overall gives Barcelona the 2-1 lead in aggregate.
Broke from him, but it's Messi. It's Iniesta! Oh, no. And the Chelsea fans cover their eyes in horror. 2 minutes from time, and it's heartbreak at Stamford Bridge.
With the clock winding down in extra time, Chelsea are giving one last chance to tie the game back up on a corner kick. The ball is played in, received, and struck well off the corner. But a Barcelona defender who misjudges his jumps right in the way and strikes the ball with his hand once again.
Lampard takes the corner, and Cech was up there and got a head to it. Ballack has a red appeal, and the referee says no penalty appeal in his direction. Just as he's not interested. The rest of the night, any penalty appeal in his direction. The referee not interested.
Dragging the referee back.
Chaos erupted throughout the stadium. Commentators stumbling over one another, players chasing down the refs, fans going crazy. And it just shows how corrupt this match really was. The final whistle blew. Barcelona crowned winners of the semi-finals, which moved on to the finals where they would win the Champions League against Manchester United. This fixture played as one of the largest pieces of evidence of alleged bribery from UEFA and FC Barcelona to to the referee of the match. The referee of the match was later banned from reffing any professional games again. Barcelona was brought to court in 2023 with charges of active bribery due to suspected corruption spanning over 2 decades. But Barcelona weren't the only ones who were suspected of bribery. The Spanish refereeing committee was also a part of the ongoing inquiry of suspected corruption. Prosecutors filed a complaint over alleged payments of over 7.3 million euros over 17 years to Jose Maria Enriquez Negreira, former vice president of the refereeing committee. Although this is a very severe form of corruption, it is one of the least harmful in the long run compared to some of the rest of the ones we will be going over. As we dig deeper, we will find that the best leagues are awash in Russian oligarchs, Middle Eastern sovereign wealth funds, Chinese conglomerates, and money laundering. To really dive into the dark side of soccer, let's first take a look at the FC Twente scandal. FC Twente is a now third division club in the Netherlands. They have become known globally for producing young talent, grooming it to the professional level, and then profiting off of the sale of the players to larger clubs. FC Twente brokered a deal with Doyen Sports that promised the company a cut of transfer fees in return for an investment. In addition, leaked documents suggested that Doyen had significant say in club transfer policy. They were eventually caught and banned from European competitions for 3 years and relegated to lower divisions, as well as fined 180,000 euros for these actions. As time goes on and more of the truth comes out, it becomes more obvious that European soccer has evolved into a corrupt playground for the international elite. In 2019, football was added to European Union's watch list of money laundering risks, with the United Nations report estimating that around $140 billion is laundered through the game every year. Following Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich was sanctioned by the UK government, forcing him to sell Chelsea FC after 19 years of ownership. During the course of his ownership, Abramovich spent over 2 billion euros on players and managers. It is also alleged that Everton FC received more than 400 million euros from companies connected to oligarch Alisher Usmanov between 2018 and 2022, when sanctions were also imposed on Usmanov. It makes me think, how can us as fans really enjoy the game when we know the money used to buy our favorite players comes from organized criminal group proceeds or from a Russian oligarch who supports the war of aggression in Ukraine? The World Cup, run by the organization known as FIFA, is one of the largest live sporting events worldwide, with billions of people tuning in to watch their country compete in the event every 4 years. In May of 2015, U.S. federal prosecutors charged 9 senior executives associated with Federación Internacional de Fútbol Association, or FIFA, with racketeering, wire fraud, and money laundering. It was alleged that they had received bribes of more than $150 million in relation to the awarding of media and marketing rights for some of the biggest football games in the world. Soccer is the richest sport in the world, with an estimated net worth of $600 billion, but this still seems like it is not enough to stop the elite's desire for money. Although soccer may be used for the primary focus of money, it plays on such a large scale that it can be used as a severely dangerous form of propaganda pushed by world leaders. From the 1934 World Cup held in Mussolini's Italy to the most recent staging of the tournament in Russia and then later in Qatar, aligning one's country on this world stage with FIFA's values of fair play, fighting against discrimination and racism, and protecting human rights can be an effective propaganda tool. Overall, European soccer seems like such a fun and exciting sport, but in reality, it goes much deeper than a simple game. How can one call this the beautiful game when the beauty has been fading away for nearly a century? But why should we care about this? It doesn't affect us. On the surface, it appears as though this can't affect the fans in the slightest. But when we really think about it, we realize the effect that this game actually has on us. Many of us have a favorite player, perhaps multiple. Some that we love so much that we almost model our lives around the player. But how can we support these players after we learn this information? How can we explain that we love criminals and twisted people? All the money we put towards buying tickets to games, paying to watch them, all of this money supports criminals' foundations, manipulating all of us into funding their illegal acts. This has been a Tyson Flowers production. Please make sure to share this message with all who don't know the dark truth of European soccer, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.